Hail!
What are you after? Speak up. I'm not about to trust you with one of my illics until you prove your dedication and friendship to our people.
I am Mordo, Elder of Stewpine. My brother and I were hunting in the woods to the east when we were ambushed by strange insect-like beasts. Such aberrations have never before been seen in Azuramis. Could they be a sign of the coming apocalypse? The apocalypse that you are destined to prevent? If you truly are the promised one, you will strike the creatures of the apocalypse down and bring me their hides. From their hides I can fashion armor of great power, bind them to the east beyond the road. These are dark days, promised one. Even the Murlocs are kicking our tails, literally. Unfortunately, more than just my ego has been bruised. While our relationship with the Silkfin Murlocs had always been tenuous, never could we have imagined that they would have the gall to attack us and steal from our food stores, travel west to the Silton shore, and recover our stolen foodstuffs. And if you see a dark-skinned Murloc with a patch of white fur stuck in between his webbed toes, for centuries we lived in relative peace with the creatures of the land. Several months ago, Kurtz began to see dark omens. The peace that we enjoyed for so long was to be lost. The extent of the catastrophe could not be known, so it would be that the gods would shatter our land, turning both friend and foe against us. But there was something else. Amidst the chaos, a hero would rise. A hero not of Stillpine blood. The promised one would deliver us from devastation. That prophesied hero was you. Garf is my name, stranger. Garf the Brave. Delicious grain. Parkai will be delighted. Not only is the prophecy true, this armor is also amazing. Surely is armor fit for a champion, and I will sell it to you at discounted prices furless one. I jest, the first piece is complimentary. It is you who will defend my people and usher in a new era of prosperity for Stillpine. As High Chief, my immediate concern is the root of the corruption in Stillpine Hold. Why did the Wildkin, once our allies, attack us? Why have they taken residence in Stillpine Hold? Perhaps something inside will hold the answer. Search Stillpine Hold for clues as to the source of corruption. I am Stillpine, the younger heir to the Stillpine legacy. As you can see, my defenders have set up a death trap for the raving Waldkin, then attack from inside Stillpine Hold. Why we are able to hold them off out here? None of my defenders have been able to infiltrate the hold. If you could get inside and slay their leader, it might give us an opportunity to strike, find Chieftain Umoru and destroy him. Slay any crazed wildkin that you encounter inside as well.
How kind of you.
blood crystal radiates a sickly aura that seeps into the water of the pool. On the surface, the crystal appears to be a piece of the Exodar. Something has gone terribly wrong with this crystal, however, as it is blood red and rapidly dissolving into the water supply of the cave. This may explain the unusually aggressive behavior of the creatures in Azurimus. Return to High Chief Stillpine with this information.
Blood crystals that you saw. My scouts have seen many more to the north. I thank you for aid, but now ask that you leave me to confer with the elders. I will call for you once I have spoken with the other elders of the village. Good tidings, adventurer. I am Stillpine, the younger heir to the throne of Stillpine. This may very well be the opportunity that we needed. I will send an attack at once. The Stillpine thank you for your service, adventurer. After the crystal storm had subsided, a beast of myth appeared in our village, brought here by the invading wildkin. This beast, the Kirkin, laid waste to our village. Many Stillpine were slain in defense of our lands by this fiend, and many have since lost their lives attempting to subdue the beast. In my visions, I have seen one defeat the Kirkin. The one must be you. Adventurer, you are our only hope. Enter Stillpine Hold and slay the Kirkin. Bring me his hide as proof of deed.
So, an orc walks into a bar with a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, "Hey, where'd you get that?" The parrot says, "Duratar, they got 'em all over the place." Farewell.
The promised one has arrived. Welcome to Stillpine Hold. The promised one has emerged victorious. The prophecy is nearly complete. Now about that hide. Take the Kirkin's hide to Mordo, on the other side of the village. He will fashion the hide into an item of your choice. The hold is saved, and soon my people will make their way back to the ancestral home. The prophecy has come to pass, and a new age of prosperity begins for the Stillpine. But I fear that darkness looms ahead for your own people. There are questions left unanswered, visions of prophecy unseen. Return to your leaders and tell them of what you have seen here, and promise one, should you ever require the aid of Stillpine, you have merely to ask. This is the strongest armor I've ever made. Make good use of it, adventurer.
I can instruct you in mining. Interested? In the fevered dreams of our injured guest, she spoke of a fisherman Callan who was in some distress at Silver Mist Isle to the southwest off the coast of Azure Mist. With all that has been happening, no one has had the opportunity to look into it. I do feel a bit of worry. Perhaps there's something you can do?
Gaze upon the Exodar, young traveler. It is hard to imagine that we survive such a catastrophe. The prophet states that it is here that our fate will finally be known. 10 lifetimes spent fleeing from the madness of the Burning Legion. Here we finally make a stand. No more running. I am ready to die. How did such a thing end up in the stomach of a Night Stalker? Could the debris from the crash have contaminated more beasts? By the beardless geometric head of Oros, it is good you brought this to me, adventurer. These blood elves are out for, well, blood. Melon will be informed at once. Take this as a reward. Visions, you say, interesting, and this prophecy has come to pass. But you say they saw the power core of the Exodar, and Oros was also in the vision? What can it mean?
open your heart to the light.
Good prices here. Shield. Hail!
May the light embrace you.
Hello, adventurer. Old man Kessel over there, he's a clever one. I'd be real careful in my dealings with him if I were you. He offered me work caring for the Elec, and being the fool I was, I took it to mean feeding training and the like. Things became real clear when he handed me the shovel. I've made a wonderful discovery, adventure. On the uncorrupted part of the island grows a remarkable fruit called the sand pear. They're found near the bottoms of the trees. I've been preparing pies from them, but if I'm not careful, the Elec will start to wander over and steal my fruit. I've taken to gathering enough to share with the animals, but my stores are gone, and the craving for pie has returned. Would you be willing to help gather the fruit I need for another batch of pies? I promise I'll share. Well, you made it this far. Let's put you to work before you get too bloodied up.
One thing we've learned in our travels is that extreme care must be taken when introducing wildlife from one world to another. When the Exodar crashed, it was carrying specimens of various outland species, including an insectoid predator called the Ravager. Some of the specimens were lost, but many others survived and took to the wild. If we don't keep them in check, they will upset the natural balance here on the islands. You'll find these Ravagers to the west of Kessel's Crossing, near the coast.
Certainly.
I am Kessel, Lord of the Elec, disciple of the Hand of Argus. Are you the new recruit? You're just in time, adventurer. Blood Elf activity in this area has doubled in the past week. Our agents have informed us that the Blood Elves that call themselves Sunhawks plan to launch an offensive upon Azura Mist soon. I need you to get a warning out to our allies and compatriots. Warren High Chief Steelpine at Steelpine Hold, Exarch Menelaus at Azure Watch, and Admiral Odysseus at Odysseus Landing. Time is of the essence, so I am lending you my Elec. Be sure to keep it out of water.
Promised One, we thank you for the warning. The Steelpine tribe will be prepared.
Thank you for the warning, adventurer. We will prepare our defenses.
What can I... Thanks for the warning, adventurer. We shall prepare.
Each day is a blessing.
Good fortune.
Well done, adventurer. This was a difficult test of your abilities, but you have passed with flying colors. To become a soldier of the Hand of Argus, you must pass many such tests. Have you seen the Serpent Men? The ones that call themselves Naga. They dared make an advance upon this camp under cover of darkness only 3 nights ago. Can you believe the audacity of those primitive beasts? I need you to deliver a message to their leadership, adventurer. To the northeast is Wrathscale Lair, home to Lord Cease. Find him, slay him where he stands, and drive this banner through his corpse. Let them know fear whenever they should see our standard.
nation's end draws near. Warm wishes to you.
I am sorry that you had to do that, adventurer. Heavy-handed violence is not the traveler way, but sometimes it is the only way. This is one of life's truths that many do not understand until it is too late. So it was for our people, when we were slaughtered at the hands of the orcs. Becoming a Hand of Argus is a process of rebirth, and with birth comes pain. A Hand of Argus soldier is many things. Obedient, brave, intelligent, and above all, honorable. You may yet exhibit some of these traits, adventurer. Report to Exarchate Metius at Bloodwatch if you are still interested in joining the Hand. He and his subordinates will further train you in the ways of the Draenei soldier. And remember this, adventurer. Honorable people do not always perform honorably. Sometimes they cannot. You will find Bloodwatch just up this road to the north. Well done, adventurer. The Ravager population will bear watching for some time to come, but we've made a good start.
Arcanon Poros. Be kind to those
Did you have a difficult time finding enough? It's been taking me longer with each trip. Soon, I'll have to stop altogether since I won't be able to spare the time. Thank you for gathering the pears for me, adventurer. It gives me a chance to make a last pie or two before the season's out.
May your days be long and hardships few.
By order of Harbinger Nicholas. A bounty of 18 silver to be paid to the brave soul who returns with proof of the marauding bear Deathclaw's demise. Deathclaw should be considered extremely dangerous and is responsible for the killing of a survey team on the coast to the northwest of Bloodwatch. Travelers are advised to avoid the area.
It's good to see another new face here in Bloodwatch, adventurer. Although the Blood Elves are the most immediate threat, there are other sinister creatures that call Bloodmist Isle home. The Nessivas Satyr are of particular concern. They are foul, demonic creatures commanding dark magics and feeding on the corruption created by the Exodar's crash. We must hold them in check, but first, we must learn more about them. Go southwest to Nazivian, and learn what you can from their grotesque monument.
Remain vigilant. secret.
Everything that has happened since the crash is little more than a blur. It seems like a lifetime ago that I was aboard the Exodar. Now, my reality is restricted to this island with its mutant creatures and endless sea of blood elf agents. Soon it will be as if I've never known anything different. The Black Silton Murlocs on the southwestern coast are curious creatures. In some ways, they act barely sentient, yet in others they show a remarkable degree of organization. I have a few theories about that, but no real way to test them until recently. I've devised a method that will allow me to track the Murlocs I'm interested in without doing any lasting harm or interfering with their natural behavior. If you're willing to help with the marking, I'll gladly pay you for your assistance.
If you need to travel to the Exodar, I have just the hippogriff for you.
Till we meet again.